Hey everyone, welcome back. In this video, we'll explore one of the most important concepts in Java, loops. Loops allow us to repeat a block of code multiple times, making our programs efficient and reducing repetition. By the end of this video, you'll understand the different types of loops in Java and how to use them with examples. Imagine you want to print numbers from 1 to 100. Without loops, you'd have to write 100 print statements. That's boring and inefficient. This is where loops come to the rescue. With just a few lines of code, loops help us repeat tasks automatically. In the realm of programming, repetition is inevitable. Whether it's processing a list of items, performing a calculation multiple times, or waiting for user input, tasks often need to be executed repeatedly. This is where loops become indispensable. They are fundamental control flow statements that allow a set of instructions to be executed multiple times based on a specified condition. A core application of loops is traversing and manipulating data structures such as arrays, array lists, and other collections. Loops provide a systematic way to access each element within these structures, enabling operations like searching, sorting, filtering, or simply displaying their contents. This capability is vital for handling dynamic datasets. Types of loops. Java provides several types of loops, each suited for different scenarios. Choosing the right loop for the job can significantly impact the clarity and efficiency of your code. First one is for loop. The for loop is primarily used when the number of iterations is known beforehand. It's ideal for tasks where you need to repeat a block of code a specific number of times, like iterating through an array from the first element to the last. Second one is while loop. The while loop is perfect when the number of iterations is not known in advance and the loop continues as long as a certain condition remains true. It's often used for scenarios where you're waiting for an event or a specific state to be reached. Next one is do while loop. The do while loop is similar to the while loop, but with one crucial difference. Its body is guaranteed to execute at least once. The condition is evaluated after the first iteration. This loop is useful when you need to perform an action at least once, and then repeat it based on a condition, such as prompting for user input until valid data is entered. Another one is for each loop. It is introduced in Java 5. The for each loop provides a simplified way to iterate over elements of arrays and collections, like array lists, hash sets, etc. It eliminates the need for an explicit loop counter or iterator, making the code more readable and less prone to off-by-one errors. It's a convenient construct when you need to access each element in a sequence without needing its index. The for loop. The for loop is one of the most commonly used loop constructs in Java. Its strength lies in its explicit structure, which clearly defines the initialization, termination condition, and iteration step. This makes it particularly suitable for scenarios where you know exactly how many times you need to repeat a block of code. The initialization part is executed only once when the loop begins. It's typically used to declare and initialize a loop control variable. Condition is the Boolean expression evaluated before each iteration. If it evaluates to true, the loop body executes. If it evaluates to false, the loop terminates, and control passes to the statement immediately following the loop. Here is an example of for loop for printing the even numbers within a given range. This structured approach makes the for loop incredibly versatile for array traversals, counting, and any task with a predetermined number of repetitions. Its conciseness and readability make it a go-to choice for developers. While loop. The while loop checks a condition before running the code. If the condition is true, the code runs. If not, it doesn't run at all. Here the syntax is given. Just give a look into it. A sample code is also provided. Let us examine the code. The while loop checks the condition and if it is true it will execute until the loop condition becomes false. Here once the I becomes 11, the loop stops. Do while loop. The do while loop is another commonly used loop construct in Java. Its unique feature is that the loop body executes at least once, regardless of the condition, because the condition is checked after the loop body. This makes it suitable for scenarios where you want the code to run at least once before checking if it should continue. The loop body statement is inside the do and the condition to check is written along with while. Let's look into the example given. I initialize the counter. The do block runs the code at least once and here the loop continues while I is less than or equal to 5. For each loop. The for each loop is a clean and easy way to loop through arrays or collections in Java. It automatically handles element access, so we don't need to manage indexes. It is used to iterate directly over arrays or collections without needing an explicit counter variable. Let's take a look into the given example. The program uses a for each loop to iterate through each element of the array. It prints each element one by one. It's a simple and clean way to loop through an array in Java. Numbers is an array of integers for int num. Numbers iterates through each element. Each element is assigned to num and printed. Some real-world applications. Loops are used in countless real-world Java applications. For example, they are used to display items in e-commerce websites, such as looping through product lists or customer orders. In games, loops handle repeated actions like movement, scoring, and time-based events. Loops are also crucial in data processing, reading files line by line, parsing user input, or handling records in a database. Even in mobile apps, loops are used to manage UI updates, animations, and background tasks. Simply put, any task that requires repetition or iteration can benefit from the use of loops. Finally, we are concluding our topic. Loops are a fundamental part of Java programming that allow us to execute a block of code repeatedly, making our programs more efficient and reducing unnecessary repetition. Java offers 4 types of loops: for, while, do while, and for each designed for different scenarios. The for loop is ideal when the number of iterations is known, while the while loop is used when the condition needs to be checked before each iteration. The do while loop ensures the code runs at least once, and the for each loop provides a simple way to traverse arrays and collections. Understanding when and how to use each type of loop is essential for writing clean, logical, and effective Java programs. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more videos.